The Dead Sea Scrolls, in the narrow sense of Qumran Caves Scrolls, are a collection of some 981 different texts discovered between 1946 and 1956 in 11 caves in the immediate vicinity of the ancient settlement at Khirbet Qumran in the West Bank. The caves are located about 2 kilometers inland from the northwest shore of the Dead Sea, from which they derive their name. The consensus is that the Qumran Caves Scrolls date from the last 3 centuries BCE and the 1st century CE. Bronze coins found at the same sites form a series beginning with John Hyrcanus, 135 to 104 BCE, and continuing until the First Jewish-Roman War, 66 to 73 CE. Supporting the radiocarbon and paleographic dating of the scrolls. Manuscripts from additional Judean desert sites go back as far as the 8th century BCE to as late as the 11th century CE. The texts are of great historical, religious, and linguistic significance because they include the third oldest known surviving manuscripts of works later included in the Hebrew Bible canon, along with deuterocanonical and extra-biblical manuscripts which preserve evidence of the diversity of religious thought in late Second Temple Judaism. Biblical text older than the Dead Sea Scrolls has been discovered only in 2 silver scroll-shaped amulets containing portions of the priestly blessing from the Book of Numbers, excavated in Jerusalem at Khirbet Qumran and dated c. 600 BCE. A burned piece of Leviticus dating from the 6th century CE analyzed in 2015 was found to be the 4th oldest piece of the Torah known to exist. Most of the texts are written in Hebrew, with some in Aramaic, and different regional dialects, including Nabatean, and a few in Greek. If discoveries from the Judean desert are included, Latin, from Masada, and Arabic, from Khirbet Qumran, can be added. Most texts are written on parchment, some on papyrus and one on copper. The scrolls have traditionally been identified with the ancient Jewish sect called the Essenes, although some recent interpretations have challenged this association and argue that the scrolls were penned by priests in Jerusalem, Zadokites or other unknown Jewish groups. Due to the poor condition of some of the scrolls, not all of them have been identified. Those that have been identified can be divided into 3 general groups. Some 40% of them are copies of texts from the Hebrew Scriptures, approximately another 30% of them are texts from the Second Temple period which ultimately were not canonized in the Hebrew Bible, like the Book of Enoch, Jubilees, the Book of Tobit, the Wisdom of Sirach, Psalms 152 to 155, etc., and the remaining roughly 30% of them are sectarian manuscripts of previously unknown documents that shed light on their rules and beliefs of a particular group or groups within Greater Judaism, like the Community Rule, the War Scroll, the Pesher on Habakkuk and the Rule of the Blessing.